Hello and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekender show. Yes, we're back to Friday already. Still, apologies for Dan, who's really chocker at college at the moment, but Dan is doing me a big favour today. He's picking up the volunteer REFspect T Shirts, the PGMO or the PGMO. Already have theirs. They were delivered yesterday, so Hannah from the PGMO is going to distribute them, making sure that all the officials have them. So that's the Virtu Cup final. That's on the 18th, the 19th, should I say, on the Sunday. Then we have the 18th to 25th. We include the derby game on that one. So believe me, over the last few days, even during work when I get me little break or something like that, I have been bombarded with emails from the PFA, texts from the PFA, the PGMO, the EFL. Honestly, it's just been amazing, and it's all the comms departments asking me questions, what they can do, what they can't do, where they go, where they can't go, any changes in the press release, any changes in the poster, and it has been a bit of a nightmare, I must admit, because you think you've got it right and then there's one or two things that's not right, and this is why you excuse me, send out a proof. People can look over it. But I'm happy to say now it's all finally done. Cracked it today, and I wanted to do this before the end of March because we're so close to the National REFspect Awareness Weekend that it's unreal. Times, honestly, they've flown over. I'm going to be sipping tea as well because for some reason I've just had one of those little slimline bars of chocolates and I think it's got trapped. But we're there, we're away. And yes, we're talking about the REFspect Awareness T Shirts. Amazingly, honestly, amazingly, the people who are getting behind it is just unreal. I've got to send them all out. I've sent them to the County FA today. Yes, the ones that are all done, so they've got the clear ones. I've sent them to Sky Sports, I've sent them to the Daily Mirror. I'm waiting comebacks. I'm hoping to get some stories, some media coverage out there, because it's over. When you work it out, 3 weekends the referees are going to be involved in this, and it's a massive thing for grassroots football. I can't believe to where it's taken us, and they don't cross the line. A not-for-profit organisation, the CIC, the PGMO, are doing an absolutely unbelievable job. I can't thank them enough for supporting grassroots football and our referees within the game, making sure that we keep them within the game, and we need governing bodies like the county FAs all to get behind this, and even the FA. I did have a meeting with the FA. I'm still waiting for the FA to come back to us, see what they can do, how they can promote it, how they can work it. I'd love the FA to get involved in it because they have supported us in certain things that we've done with Don't Cross the Line. But this REFspect campaign, honestly, it's been established now for several years, and we can't thank the PGMO enough. And it all starts from Keith Hackett days. Then it went on to Mike Riley. Now we've got Howard Webb. I've talked a lot to Keith Hackett, I've talked a lot to Mike Riley, but unfortunately I haven't talked to Howard Webb. Maybe Howard could put his thumbs up and meet us one day and just say what a fantastic job we're doing to encourage young referees within the game. We need everyone's support, we need your support, especially at grassroots football. Yes, we do. And especially tomorrow, I'll be out and about in North Liverpool JFL. And unfortunately, I'm working on the 11th, but I think that Saturday game has been, or the league in the North Liverpool has been cancelled. The Kirby League will go ahead, and it's the Grand National Day, would you believe? I thought it was early, but it's Easter earlier, so I'm getting all confused. And I've been off social media for quite some time, and I'm ready to rock and roll now and get back on, because I've been doing a lot of work behind the scenes, not just in the podcast studio, but with the REFspect as well. And I've talked to loads of governing bodies, Liverpool, Everton, and the PFA, Steve, is going to try and get Man United, everyone involved in it. Why shouldn't they? Man United used to be involved in it. We had them for a couple of years, but people leave. And it's like all the county FAs. One year we could have 10, the next year we could have none, because the staff, I'll just lower this if you don't mind. There we go. The staff involved in the campaign, the staff, no, we've been talking, see what happens when a phone goes, it puts you right off. I thought I had the sound right down, I normally do, but that's the way it is. I forgot where we were going through there, but the PGMO, well, what we're saying, PGMO, I've got to get that right, because that was one of the changes, say, within the press release and the poster, and the change was, I've had them down as the PGMO, well that's limited, and I think they want to take that away, so it's the PGMO. So I've got to get used to that. So I've sent it off to the likes of the FA, and I've got to redo it. As I say, all the staff everywhere have been brilliant with us, so I've got to send that off, the printed version, and especially to Nathan in the FA. Apologies, I didn't do that today. That should have been first thing this morning. And I'll get that sent off, and I'm sure I'll just explain to you exactly what happens, but Nathan's a brilliant supporter. Anyway, sorry for putting the L on there for limited company, and we don't want that. We want to get everything right. So from now on, it's the PGMO. PGMO, PGMO. It sounds like a tea bag there, doesn't it, as you start? But it's not. The PGMO. I nearly said it. No, that's where we stop. Anyway, I'll get used to that, and I'll send out all the details out. And if there's any leagues want it, Mal, at don'ttexttheline.com, give us a shout. We'll forward that on to you, so you can put that out into your leagues, to your teams. Make sure that everyone gets behind the awareness campaign. Please make sure, because we want to keep our referees within the game officiating. We are, but there's still things going on within grassroots football, week in, week out. Now, we don't hear of a lot, because they go to safeguard and they go to welfare, and we only hear of them when the big fines come out, or people have been banned. And if you've seen all the posters, the FA, the county FA, Liverpool County FA are doing this now, and I think every other county FA is doing it, where they're looking and saying who's been banned. There's fines going out, so there's posters going out to make sure everyone's aware of it. But we've got the REFspect one. This, it doesn't mean just about a referee. If you give them the referee stick, there's a lot, you know. There can be opposition, there can be managers, there can be committee members. All this is involved in grassroots football, which shouldn't be. It shouldn't be at all. And everyone's looking probably down on the desk here. Yes, this is the new marketing ploy. Came up with our tech expert, Peter. When we're going to have guests in there, they want to talk VAR. We've got our VAR. Look, if you don't believe me, we've got VAR. You see what we've got? Officials. We've got VAR and officials. So what we're going to be doing, if they want to do it, talk about decisions that they've made and where VAR comes into it. And also we'll have ex-players coming in and showing us positions and what they think, and explain the offside rule. I think it'd be brilliant. I really, really do, because it's just a little marketing ploy for our grassroots football. And I'm sure the kids, when they come in, will love it. No, it's not to be played with, even though we have our goals. It's not to be played with. It's just an exhibition that we want within the grassroots studio. And I'm hoping you're all on it. I'm hoping, we put it live now, it's but the guests will be coming in very, very soon, because we'll go back to REFspect very shortly. We are on the verge of finishing. But as you say, you can see this, and I should get a big banner there with REFspect on, shouldn't I? Yes, I should. To get everyone involved in it. But as I say, the date's the 12th, which is the Virtue Trophy final, and that involves Luton Town and Stockport County, and I've got a friend along the corridor here who's going to that game. So I'm looking for good memorabilia from that game, from the EFL, and I'm sure they'll send us something. I'm sure they'll send us photographs. I'm sure they'll get involved in their way and try and promote what the work that we are doing within grassroots football, trying to keep our referees officiating. And we were talking about the posters and the way the staff are putting them all out in leagues and what have you, to make it aware. It's a deterrent, it really is. And I wish our Don't Cross the Line logo was on there, but unfortunately it isn't. You know, and I think we do a really, really good job, considering we're voluntary and we're a CIC, community interest company. That means it's the next best thing to a charity. It's very, very close to a charity, not the official charity as you would look at all the big companies do, but it's the very next thing. It's community based, and we're bringing people together within the community, and Don't Cross the Line has been doing that since 2003, since Don't Cross the Line was born. So we're doing a very, very good job indeed. Well, we think so. I don't know about yourself, but we're doing a very good job. And if you can get behind us and support us, all your clubs, get them, ask for this. mal@don'ttexttheline.com. As I say, we can send you the poster out so you can distribute that towards your teams, your leagues, your officials, get everyone behind it and say, you know, these weekends, let's get behind it. Let's see what we can do. Let's bring the bookings down. Let's bring the behaviour to a close. Let's poor behaviour, that is. The good behaviour, you're welcome to come to grassroots football and have some banter. Look forward to it when you get up in the morning. If you're irate, you're a spectator or a parent and you're irate and you think you're going to ruin the game because you're going to have a go at that referee because you're carrying some sort of burden on you that's, you know, you're angry and you want to take it out on a referee or the team, just stay at home. Stay at home and do everyone a favour and do yourself a favour. That's the biggest part of it. You're doing yourself a big favour. And that's all we need to do. Do everyone a favour and stay away if you're irate from grassroots football. You'll be doing the referees a favour and the kids as well, because many kids do not like trouble from the sidelines. Have you seen them? Seen the kids' faces? Watch them closely. People tend to look at the people who are causing the trouble. People don't look at the effect it's having on the children. And with them, some kids having mental health struggles, that is going to make it even worse. You know, my granddaughter today is flying out for a few days to Disneyland Paris because she's 13. So happy birthday to Lila. She's absolutely ecstatic. What a surprise her mum and dad gave her. And she's going to enjoy herself. And I do you know what? And the text that came back was, she's 13, she's a teenager, which probably, you know, we're all adults now and we start worrying about our kids today. We really, really do. Getting older, because you become very defensive of them and you start wondering, are they okay? You don't want them to go through bad times. They need the good memories, and that's what her mum said. We want to create a lot of good memories on her 13th birthday, and that's the way to be. Take them with you, and that's what we want to create as well in grassroots football. Good memories for the kids. We really, really do. We want the kids to remember good times, and that's where the adults should come into this and say, I agree. Make good memories for your kids while you've got the chance, because they're not kids for long, I assure you. Granddaughter, I can remember honestly when she was just starting to walk, and now she's 13, you start looking, and I've got 11 grandkids. Honestly, they're all growing up, they're all becoming their own person, and that happens. The kid side, it goes away and the adult side comes into it, and it makes you wonder where time goes. So time is of the essence when you're watching or supporting your children at grassroots football or any other sport, and you need to encourage them. You need to get behind them and show a bit of passion and love to them. That's all it needs. Show your kids that you care, not by having a go at a referee because they give a poor decision. If you think they give a poor decision, it could be the correct decision, because the majority of people don't know the laws of the game anyway from the sidelines. If they think it's not a foul, then they say that's not a foul. I said, you know, these referees have done their courses, and they're going to improve, they're going to develop. These loads of youngsters, and I'll see quite a few of them there tomorrow, and I'll be promoting REFspect whenever I can, on and off the field of play. I'll be promoting that. We need to try and get cameras down to one of the games that we've got, and it'd be a cracker as well, because it's on a Saturday, the 18th, here on Merseyside, and I know I want it national all over, and I want all leagues like Lostock Hall, Sheffield and District Junior, I want them all to get involved if they can and make a difference. Make a difference out there at grassroots football. Show the referee that you want them, that you need them. Be extra special to that referee. And what kids, we're asking the kids, what could they do to get the adults themselves to improve the game for the referee? Make the referee feel more welcome. What could you do? What could you really, really do? Honestly, I'd love the kids to develop something and get back in touch with us, mal@don'ttechtheline.com. We'll have Dan's email up and running soon, because as I say, he's studying in college and he wants to get all his right results, because he's going to be one of our little tech experts as well as he moves along. But we'll just go off the REFspect and Don't Cross the Line at the moment at grassroots football, and we'll talk about a certain person. I'm a Red, as the majority of you know, and the heartbreaking news that Mo Salah is going to leave at the end of the season. Now, I've always, myself, honestly, I've seen the good side, the poor side of Mo, and for 9 years, no one's perfect. No one is perfect. You cannot tell me, whatever you've been in your job, it's always been perfect. It's always been not a murmur in your life. You go through tough times, you go through bad times, and Mo Salah and the team, the Liverpool team, still have not got over the death of Diogo Jota. We know that. And Mo Salah, that affected him really, really badly. And I think that prolonged it. People are talking about his legs are going, and after the goal the other week he scored, there's no way, if you can score one goal like that at 33 years of age, then he's fitter than most, Mo. He stays behind, he's there before the players, and he goes to the gym probably 7 days a week, keeps himself so fit, it's unreal. And when you look at the injuries that he's had, it's not many. But he's got an injury now, and I don't know what it is, because I don't think Liverpool have declared that. But he could have still 10 games to really go out on a high. And I've always said, like, legends stay, legends are part of your club. And especially the likes of Stevie Gerrard, who stayed, and you know what, respects all players. He doesn't slate any of the players, he talks, you know, what they go through and what they don't go through, and how they can improve, because he knows a good player doesn't go bad overnight. You know, they don't, and he talks, he really, really does talk, and I'm interested in the way he comes across. And we all know he's going to be a future manager of Liverpool Football Club. When, we don't know, but he's definitely the future manager. And he's learning. He went to Rangers, he went abroad in Saudi, didn't he? He knows the score. He's probably talking to Mo Salah about that one as well. What it'll be like over there. I don't think Stevie G did like that, and that's why he came back. And I think he's learned his trade, and he's developing, and he knows what he wants out of players, and he knows what he wants out of fans, and he comes across brilliantly. And you know, as well as a player as well, what a player, what a legend. And Mo Salah's going to be the same. If he can keep himself fit for 10 games, if we're going through the Champions League, because I believe PSG have had their game postponed against Lens, who were fuming, because they're only a point behind them in the league, to prepare for the game against Liverpool. So it gives them something like 7 days off, whereas Liverpool and the Premier League, the FA, they will not cancel games and move them to help them out when it comes to grassroots football. They won't cancel anything. So, I think Mo Salah will be a legend. He'd be sorely missed by Liverpool fans. The fans get behind him. And do you know what? He'd done something different. He said he wanted to be transparent and open, and he has been. And if you look at him, this is what Trent Alexander-Arnold should have done. He shouldn't have kept it away from the fans. And I said that right the way through when he was doing this. The fans need to know whether you're going or you're staying. Mo's come out, made a statement, put a video together. Yes, albeit he was reading it, but it doesn't mean to say it's not his words. You can't remember what you want to do all the time. We all do that. But he has told the fans that he's leaving, and his time at Liverpool has come to an end. And all parties are happy. The Liverpool fans have not slated him. They're getting behind him because that's what they do. But when you're unsure of something, are you going or you're staying, we can move on, we can get someone else into cover. It makes a difference, and I think Trent would look at that and go, I really should have done that. Told them that I was going at the end of the season. And that's what you want to hear. Do you want the truth? All fans, not just Liverpool fans, all fans want to know whether you're going or you're staying. Maybe Isak was the same with Newcastle. He didn't let them know. And I think what Mo's done, a lot of professional footballers will take on board and they'll do it themselves. And you'll see more doing exactly the same, that they're going to leave at the end of the season. And maybe managers. Klopp done it, and they've learned the lesson from Klopp. People knew he was going and wanted to get behind him, and they're going to get behind Mo Salah. They're not going to run him down. If he plays so poorly, I think he'll tell Slot to take him off anyway. But let's hope that this lifts our game. Maybe that was another time that all the players knew that Mo was leaving. But now he's come out and declared it. They're all relaxed because of the way the fans are going to be treating him and the team. Because no one stays forever. You've got to grin and bear it. We all move on. We all want to try and do a different job. And if we do, yeah, not like Stevie G, Jimmy Carragher, who stayed. They stayed. They could have moved on, but they stayed. And they're love for it, but not every player is going to do that. And Mo is not as Goucher, is he? But the time he's given to Liverpool Football Club has been immense. It's been unbelievable. So, well done, and I wish Mo Salah all the very, very best, and especially every game that he's playing from now until the end of the season. And who knows, Champions League final, FA Cup, and end up in Champions League again if we win, or move into third, fourth place, whatever it may be. If we have a massive run, put that together, and every player turns up. Isak's coming back as well. Everyone should really put the performance in that they're capable of. And let's go from there. So, well done. Good luck to Mo Salah. I'd love your thoughts on that one as well. Mal at don'ttexttheline.com. Add me as a friend on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all the social network sites. In the meantime, if you're out and about tomorrow or Sunday, please concentrate on REFspect. Tell all your friends about the dates that we've got, the National REFspect. And again, if you want the press release or the poster, please get in touch with me, and I'll, because sometimes I forget. County FA hopefully will send them out to all leagues. I'll ask the leagues this week when it comes out to please send it out to everyone in the league, and I'll ask the Walton Catertail and the Kirby League, as many as you can, please promote the work that we're doing over these Respect weekends or REFspect weekends. 100%. I'm dead busy now because obviously the T-shirts are coming, the press release is going out, the posters going out, everyone's getting behind our programme, and it's not long now. Easter first, and then loads of REFspect just before the Grand National. And I'll be looking for a horse there, something like Don't Cross the Line. Imagine a horse being called Don't Cross the Line. It'd never win, would it? Anyway, that's me. Thank you so much for tuning in to us at the Grassroots Show. If you've got any comments, any thing you'd like to talk about REFspect, about what we're doing in the national campaign as well, or anything in general regarding grassroots football, don't hesitate to contact myself, and we'll get them back, and we'll get Dan's email up and running, no doubt. But honestly, you're going to enjoy this podcast studio, and so are the tech lads and the kids as well, I assure you. So we're nearly there, won't be long now, probably in the next week we'll have everything. The hours are all set up, technical side is all we're waiting on, everything else is done, and we can't wait to compete with the very, very best. We'll see you tomorrow round about 4 p.m. From myself, Mal and all the team at the Grassroots Show. Don't cross the line, Heart of Gold initiatives, no ref, no game. One step ahead on mental health, remember that one, because we need that in grassroots football too. And no ref, no game. We'll see you tomorrow. Take it easy, put your feet up and behave when you go out and about at grassroots football this weekend. See you tomorrow. Cheerio for now.